What is up, YouTube, and what is up, guys? And welcome to Let's Talk Wrestling, episode number 1. And today I am joined here with the one and only Mike. What is up, Mike?
What is up, Chris?
What is up, Mike?
Yeah.
Welcome to Let's Talk Wrestling, episode number 1.
You need to tell the people what's going on.
So, people, this is what's going on. Today, and for future days, hopefully, this podcast is about wrestling. It's just a laid-back podcast, chill vibe that you can listen to, go on a walk, listen to it, bored, listen to it, whenever, listen to it, at the DMV, I think it's called DMV, waiting to get your license or whatever, listen to it, what I'm saying? But, yeah, we're going to talk about wrestling, all things wrestling, AEW, WWE, not so much Impact Wrestling probably, but like wrestling news and stuff like that. So this podcast will be about all things wrestling basically, and talk about current events, current news in the wrestling industry, in the wrestling world, and to keep you guys updated basically, and also just talk about not so much important, but like I don't know the word, but I guess important things that you guys should know if you are a wrestling fan, and even if you're not a wrestling fan, you can still watch this. But yeah, so
it's kind of half what I meant when I said tell the people what's going on. I also meant that you should probably let them know that we haven't watched a single bit of fucking WWE in like how long? A month.
So yeah, guys, we haven't watched even any wrestling, but
It sounds so pathetic.
but I watched a little bit of Raw, I watched a little bit of SmackDown, I watched AEW Dynamite, and I watched a little bit of Rampage. We didn't watch any wrestling this week, but
I watched Dynamite. I didn't watch anything else. Raw sucked though, I heard.
What? Alright. These PBJ crackers are good, but what's your what's your opinion on the current wrestling world, Mike?
Just boring, dude. It just severely lacks stars. I mean, there's people like Roman and I guess CM Punk in AEW, but like, I still think it's still recovering from the pandemic, honestly. It just doesn't feel as big. Like Raw lost over like how much million viewers? Like 1.5 million viewers.
I know AEW beat them for 2 weeks, I think. Dynamite.
Yeah, they beat him in the demo. They didn't beat him overall. They beat him from 18 to 49 for 2 weeks, and then actually that was weird because Grand Slam didn't beat them. I really thought if any AEW show was gonna beat Raw, it was gonna be Grand Slam, and they actually went down for Grand Slam.
Also, Raw did go up against the first night of Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that's true. But just in general, Raw's been losing viewers. Because they were on, like, what? 3 million in, like, 2019? And now they're on, what? 1.6, 1.7 million? I think Roman popped at 1.8.
I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know it's declining because... As well on SmackDown on Fox, because I've been seeing stuff... Getting notifications popping up on my phone about Fox is like pissed off at WWE.
Why?
Or disappointed with their ratings, I guess.
Why? SmackDown does decent. They do like 2 million. 2.1, 2.2 million, don't they? It's not bad.
I'm gonna look it up, hold on.
Yeah, I can't imagine why Fox would be upset with SmackDown. SmackDown does decent, and they got Roman on there. They got Brock that just come back. They got Becky Lynch on there, who's like a pretty big draw for the women.
Yeah, here it is.
SmackDown is bad.
September 24, 2021. Fox is reportedly disappointed with WWE. Fox invested a lot of money into WWE's product, and since then, Vince McMahon's company is doing anything they can do to make Fox happy. This can be a bit of a tricky situation because Fox is not WWE's only network partner. According to Fightful Select, the relationship between WWE and Fox has been a bit strained. Fightful has reached out to several close to the WWE Fox relationship after being told in July that the relationship between the two sides was strained. A source from Fox reportedly admitted that WWE viewership was disappointed in comparison to expectations. It was also stated that the nature of the pandemic makes things harder to gauge, where the viewership and ratings numbers will level out.
Harder to gouge, harder to gauge.
I know I said it wrong. That's why I paused.
Yeah.
I knew I said it wrong.
Is there any more? Like, did they say anything else?
Fox is also not, in quotation marks, over the moon about WWE.
Fox is not over the moon.
That's literally what it says about WWE promoting Peacock on their network. Peacock is owned by NBCU, a competitor of Fox. It should be noted that Fox and WWE sources noted that it hasn't been an issue. It was also noted that the upcoming Vince McMahon biographical series will likely... I know I said
Come on, what's with this random shit?
Will likely not paint Rupert Murdoch in the...
Who?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It says in the bet light, but like, wouldn't it be the best light?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was called a childish move by a source at Fox, and it won't help the relationship at all. Jesus, this is a freaking long article. Anyways, blah, blah, blah,
Is that it?
CEO, Eric Shanks, what a name. And Brad Zager on the night before SummerSlam. We're told at a dinner between the two sides at the... Okay, who gives a crap?
I got 2 points coming off of you reading that to me. I got 2 key things.
Go ahead.
Number 1, isn't that a fucking nursery rhyme? The fox went over the moon or some shit? I swear it is. And number 2, who the fuck is Brad Murdoch? Or Rupert Murdoch or whatever you said? I never heard of him.
Let's look it up. Who is Robert Murdoch?
Robert
I was
Murdoch.
thinking fucking Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah, me too.
Robert Murdoch is an American businessman, an Australian billionaire businessman, media tycoon, and investor.
What does he own?
Organizations founded: Fox News, Sky News, News Corp, Sky.
Oh,
News
I guess he's the owner of Fox then.
Yeah, Fox and more.
Yeah, that's weird though. Why would Fox be upset with SmackDown? It's like number 1 on cable on Fridays. I guess they did pay $1 billion for it though, and it's kind of like went downhill. Because at the start they had like almost 4 million viewers at peak, and now it's like 2.2. So they lost 2 million viewers on SmackDown. So I can see why they might be upset. But I don't know. I mean, people aren't really watching cable anymore. Everyone watches on YouTube or just on illegal sites. Or online. I don't think online, like if you're watching Fox online, does that count as cable ratings or?
I don't know, but honestly, what my family does is we don't got cable, so we use Hulu.
Oh shit! Is that live?
Yeah.
How?
When I go on the Hulu screen, it'll like come up across the screen. It'll say like live now, and it'll be like a bunch of pictures. Like Dynamite will pop up. SmackDown will pop up, Raw will pop up.
Don't you have to pay extra for that though? It's like Hulu Live TV or some shit.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, I mean, not many people are using cable nowadays. I've got cable, I just watch it online. Because you can watch USA Network online as well, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like nobody actually watches on TV anymore.
Yeah, I'd assume it counts as a view, but honestly, if you go into like a bar or something, like you'll see sports on and shit like that, and you'll see like if you go over to your friend's house, it depends like what they watch and stuff, but there'll probably be a football game on, and that is probably the reason why, you know, the viewerships are declining, because you don't walk into a bar and see, well, I wouldn't say declining, but the reason that they haven't risen is because you don't walk into a bar and see Raw on. Well, you could, but You can see
Yeah.
SmackDown on more likely now because it's on Fox, and I'm assuming a lot of bars play Fox, which is a sports network, you could say.
Yeah, I mean, I get, not many like sports bars are playing wrestling because not many people consider it a sport. They probably stream WrestleMania and stuff like
Oh.
bars and stuff, but I don't know why they'd stream Raw and SmackDown. I don't know. I mean, I guess like not a lot of people are watching WWE anymore because I guess yeah, it's not really like they're not really targeting sports fans. They're more targeting kids and like, older people.
Yeah. I
But
feel like
yeah, even
wait,
kids are watching
I
it
got 2
though.
points. I got 2 points. So fuck, I don't want to forget. Okay, but the first point is, I feel like in a bar, Raw would come on or something, then they'd change it like a second later. After they see it comes on. But anyways, my second point is, I feel like it is more targeted to kids because like every storyline, there's like a lesson for like kids, like the bullying stuff, like the
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's a fair
Bianca
point.
Belair, like the Bianca Belair, like winning the championship. Like it's more targeted to kids. I feel like, and AEW is more of like a raw, professional wrestling atmosphere.
Yeah.
WWE is more like a, I don't want to say like a, it's still with lessons basically for younger kids, but is also incorporating some aspects of professional wrestling base.
But kids aren't even watching WWE though, because their main
Yeah.
target audience, I think, is people like over 50, were people
Yeah.
who majority were watching Raw. So like, what it is,
I just-
is like people that have grown up in the 80s with WWF and have like,
Yeah.
haven't really shaken the habit even now. So they're just still watching Raw out of habit. Doesn't even say if they like it or not, which they probably don't. How can anybody
Yeah, I
enjoy
just-
Raw?
Yeah, I'd assume it's either one or two things. Either Vince just absolutely hates, like, the smarks, you could say, or the old fans, or he is trying to target kid audience as their target audience because of money, I guess. Because, like, look at it like on YouTube. If you say a couple cuss words or something, like, you get demonetized.
Yeah.
As if you have a more kid-friendly product, I guess you could make more money and get more sponsors. But on SmackDown, I'm pretty sure it's TV 14 now, right?
SmackDown TV 40? I don't know. I thought it was PG.
I heard my it's either Raw's TV 14 or SmackDown's PG. It's one of the two, I'm pretty sure. Because my friend, like a couple months ago, I'm pretty sure, he's a wrestling fan. He told me that I forget what it was, Raw or SmackDown's TV 14. And I'm pretty sure the other's PG still.
I don't know. They're both still like pretty bad booking. I know actually SmackDown. That's not fair. SmackDown has been pretty good over the past few months, especially Roman Reigns. and
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar coming back.
I've actually liked the Roman Reigns stuff.
Yeah, I think we all
Also-
have.
Yeah, I've also liked the seeing Dominic Mysterio come up and stuff, and
Yeah,
not really much else I've really liked. Maybe it's a little bit of Seth Rollins and Edge stuff, I guess.
that's been alright. The match was very kind of underwhelming though. I'm talking about the SummerSlam one. Didn't see the one on SmackDown, but the Seth Rollins versus Edge match at SummerSlam kind of sucked. It just took
I
away
did
from the
watch-
show.
I did watch the SmackDown match, but I don't think I watched the SummerSlam match because I honestly forget every time the pay-per-view comes on. Like, I didn't even know Extreme Rules came on last night. Like,
Yeah, me
and people were
too.
talking about it, but it didn't register in my head. But honestly, I don't even watch the pay-per-views anymore because, like, what's the point? I could literally just go on YouTube, look up highlights. That's basically what I do with Raw and SmackDown. Like, I'll like those quick channels that do like a 30-minute video of like highlights, like cut the unnecessary parts out. Well, they don't cut the unnecessary parts out. They just cut out kind of like. I feel like it's automatic, like cut out. They set it to be like that, like every 30 seconds or something. I don't know.
It's just not necessary to watch pay-per-views anymore because it's really the same, I guess, matches on every single pay-per-view now. Like, and that comes down to the fact that there's a pay-per-view every month now. Like, I remember when me and you were 12 when we first met, like 2015, 2016. Pay-per-views were still like once every 2 months, once every 3 months, and they actually felt special. And like, there's just no need to want to clamor to watch pay-per-views anymore because it's just like, well, I can just catch it the next day. But I remember back then, like, because we used to watch them together. Like, you couldn't miss a pay-per-view back then. You'd have to sit
Yeah.
down and you'd have to pay attention and you'd have to watch it. That's
Right.
just how it went. Now it's just like it's skippable. It's very much just skippable. It doesn't matter these days.
I
don't
feel
know.
like I feel like a part of it, even though you could say we were like smarks back then, I feel like a part of it is just because our brains, I guess you could say, well, they still aren't fully developed, but like I guess since we were kids, it was more appealing to us, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't. I even then, I think WWE was just better. Like people,
But
people watch
yeah.
2011, 2012 WWE. Like when we
was
first started
great.
watching. Yeah, and they say it sucks. But I'm like, how does it
Dude.
suck? You had Triple H, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels was
Like-
kind of just retiring. You had CM Punk. You had Cena. Well, I don't
Like-
really like Cena, but yeah, all those stars. Now it sucks.
Yeah, like people say, like your best wrestling memories, your best era your favorite era will be the one that you grew up in, but I disagree with that because my favorite was Ruthless Aggression era, and I only grew up for like part of that.
Yeah.
I grew up. My second favorite era was the one I grew up in, which was like I guess you say the PG era, which is like 2009 to 2008 through 2000 now. Pretty sure.
2000 now. Nah.
I don't know.
yeah.
I guess we're in a different era. I don't know what it's called. Pretty sure someone made a name for it. But...
Was the frig, it was the PG era from like 2008 to 2016.
Wasn't it like
Then it was
wasn't
the
it like
reality
the WWE
era.
Network era?
It was a reality era, wasn't it? From like
Yeah,
2016 to
reality
20 whatever. And now it's like the friggin' I don't know what they call it now, but there's a new era allegedly.
Yeah, it just feels the same to me, to be honest. Ever since like, besides like the logo changes and like the stage, like the firings and getting a new roster, like that one episode, I'm pretty sure everybody liked that one episode that of Raw I went to was in 2016.
Yeah, it was like July
like the-
10th or something.
Yeah, it was like July 15th, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was like the new I remember I was there live, bro, and I got total Ruthless Aggression era vibes, bro, because the announcer table was back at the top of the thing, bro. I was like, oh.
Hey, you were live texting me during that show as
I
well.
know,
I was watching on TV. I was like, holy
I was
shit.
marking out.
We were freaking out.
I was marking out.
Yeah.
I remember walking up like, cause like you know like the top of the arenas, like you can see the seats still, like walking on the top of the arenas and stuff. And,
Yeah.
like you could see like the one I went to in 2011. Like you remember like the big giant header that they had for that stage in like 2011.
Yeah.
Like you could see like the Raw header in like 2011, but I remember the old stage and I was walking like along the rafters at the top, like where you get the concession stands and stuff. And then I looked down, bro. I already knew they had a new Raw logo because it was leaked before and it was also on the arenas when you walk in, but I seen a new stage, bro. I was like, no. I was marking out, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Then the new intro played, bro. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know. Like, yeah, like if people say that the 2010s WWE sucked, I really do disagree,
I disagree.
with that.
I disagree.
100%
I-
disagree. 2010,
honestly
2011 was so good, and then like 2012, 2013 was like the Shield. 2014 you had Daniel Bryan. 2015 you had like the whole Brock Lesnar stuff, and then you had SummerSlam 2015, Cena versus Rollins, which was super good. 2016 for SmackDown and like a couple episodes of Raw. AJ Styles' debut, and I think it started to go downhill in 2017. Honestly,
I'll tell you my opinion. I liked 2010, 2011, 2012. I remember I really liked. And then, don't ask me why, but I really did like it. And then 2013, I feel like they lost me there. Like it went downhill from there, I feel like. Then around 2016, maybe picked up a little bit again. 2017, iffy. Lost me right after that. Maybe a little bit of 2019 when the new SmackDown went on Fox and stuff. Then just drop downhill after that for me. Why is my cat jumping up against the wall?
Your cat's still not dead?
No, it's a new cat. It's a
Oh
new cat.
shit!
She thinks she can walk up walls.
They can though. They can fucking climb up walls.
Bro, she just knocked something in my room down. She's just running back and forth like a freaking crackhead.
How old is the cat? How long have you had it?
She's like, we had her for like, I don't actually know, but she's like a couple months old. I'm pretty sure. Not even a couple, like 8 months, maybe less than 8 months, maybe.
Oh shit!
She's freaking big though. She got big.
Yeah, they do get big quite fast.
But anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, 2010, 2011, 2012. I really liked because I was really into it then, and then 2013 dipped off for me. I started losing interest around. Well, I wouldn't say I lost interest, but just the product did downhill then for me. And then 2016 started picking up again, I guess, and then 2019 when SmackDown debuted, the new SmackDown debuted on Fox, started liking it again.
Yeah. No, I can agree. I just think, yeah, like everything as a kid was good to me. Like from 2000 and I think I started watching in December 2010 till like 2016 was really fucking good because I was like 9 till 13, and then after 2017 I kind of started getting the picture. Well, actually, no, the beginning of 2017 was pretty good. I think Mania 33 was one of the best Manias of all time up until the last like hour when I kind of dropped the ball.
Dude, I remember we was in the chat. Isn't Mania 33 the one with like the big Earth globe and the one Jeff Hardy returned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. We was like, bro, this is actually a good WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was
like we
really
usually
good.
have something negative to say about everything, but we were like, bro, this is actually a good WrestleMania.
Yeah, up until the last hour, and then they had Roman go over Undertaker and shitty fucking tag team matches. Oh, yeah, they dropped the ball on that Mania in the last hour.
But yeah, I remember I did like a little bit of 2017 because I remember Brock Lesnar. Well, actually, wouldn't that count as 2016? Because Brock Lesnar was on the cover of 2K17. I remember playing that game when it first came out, bro.
Yeah, that would have been 2016. Jeez, that's a long time ago.
I know. I still have the game installed on my Xbox One, and I see it every day. It's like time's just flying.
5 years ago. Yeah, about now, 5 years ago, it would have been released.
Yeah.
Shit.
It feels like at least like 4 years. I don't know.
Doesn't even feel like that. Yeah, like I'd say 2.5, maybe 3 years. 5 years ago, like, dude, shit.
It's honestly crazy.
It is.
Like I remember looking back at the One Mania 31, where Seth Rollins cashed in. I'm like, I literally have vivid memory of sitting down in the living room watching that with my mom and stuff. She was watching part of it, and I hopped on whatever game 2K was on after that, and I was like, bro, like that's a vivid memory, bro. And that was almost like, what, 6 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's great. Yeah, actually, I remember where I was with that Mania as well. That's crazy.
Like I literally remember it, like pictured in my head every detail, bro, every sense. Because I remember I went on the whatever game was out on I think it was 2K16, 2K16. Pretty sure, I don't know, but yeah, I remember hopping on that, bro. We would always be in the E-Feds on Twitch, bro. Oh my god, that was great.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's crazy. I remember where I was for pretty much every WrestleMania that I've watched live.
Dude, I remember. Pretty sure I was watching WrestleMania 34 with the one with Nakamura and Seth Rollins, I think. I remember turning it off immediately. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Oh, dude, that was Nakamura and AJ, by the way, but that was the worst Mania of all time.
Yeah, it was like the New Orleans one.
Yeah, that Mania sucked. Roman Reigns got booed out the building. Brock Lesnar was cheered as like bigger babyface than Hulk Hogan. Dude, yeah, that WrestleMania was garbage. I hate WrestleMania. Dude, 34.
I don't even think I watched WrestleMania the WrestleMania before the last one. because like it was no crowd. Like
Mania
just took the
2020.
whole- yeah, just took the whole vibe away.
No, I didn't watch that Mania. That's the first Mania
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
didn't watch live.
Yeah, I didn't watch it at all. I've seen like a couple matches on YouTube, I guess, but like might have tuned in for like a couple matches. But like Drew McIntyre stuff got old. Like
Ah, no, the Drew McIntyre stuff was hot back then. The only reason I actually wanted to watch Mania, even before COVID, was to see Drew win the belt off Brock in front of a stadium full of people. And that got ruined, so yeah, I just didn't watch Mania.
yeah,
I heard the
I mean, to be
Firefly
honest-
Funhouse was good though. I've actually seen that match. What am I talking about? That was a pretty decent match.
wait, which match?
Bray Wyatt versus Cena, Firefly Funhouse.
Ah. I don't think I watched it actually.
It's pretty
I
decent.
might.
Like, people say it was the best match on Mania weekend, but it's close, but I disagree. It's AJ Styles versus Undertaker in the Boneyard. That is the best match on Mania.
I do remember watching that match. I was like, bro, this is actually kind of like corny, but like I actually like it though.
Yeah, it was just a movie, really. It wasn't a match. It was just like a cinematic movie, I suppose.
Yeah, like the broken Matt Hardy match thing that they did. Forget what it's called. Remember, like they did it in the woods.
No.
Dude, it was like a big highlight, bro. Hold on. Also, guys, we have like a couple more minutes on the podcast, but
Couple more minutes. We haven't even talked about wrestling. We just fucking ranting
we're not
about past
really
wrestling.
talking about anything. Bro, what was the match called?
This is a good introduction, though. What was it? What you describing? Because I was responding to a
Dude,
text. I didn't even barely hear.
There's no way you don't remember. There's no way you can't forget.
What was it? You talk about the final deletion.
The final deletion, yes.
Yeah.
I just seen the What Culture thing pop up. I was like, yeah, final deletion. It was similar to that, I feel like.
Yeah, kind of. Just no Lake of Reincarnation or whatever it was called.
But yeah. I don't really watch Impact. I don't really watch anything else.
Nah,
really.
nobody watches Impact anymore. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's just dead. It just honestly just die. AEW took over Impact's like spot.
Yeah, I think VBW is more entertaining than Impact. At this
VBW, that's a name I haven't done in a long time.
I was just thinking about them the other day. I was like, bro, like that is literally the best backyard wrestling company I've ever seen, bro.
No,
like,
dude, ESW.
like,
what was it? Is
I,
it
I, know,
ESW?
I knew you were gonna say
Is
that.
it
Like,
ESW?
Wrestling wise, ESW, yes, they're still uploading to this day, but like
For real?
production, yeah. I just seen our notification the other day, but production wise, oh my gosh, dude, VBW takes it.
VBW's graphics are fucking sick. I always
Mhm.
loved their graphics.
Their wrestling was actually pretty good too, like the storylines and stuff.
Yeah, ESW was better. I know Wicked J
Actually-
died though, didn't he?
What's that?
Didn't Wicked J die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the RBW Wicked J tribute?
Oh
episode?
shit.
Yeah.
I don't mean to. I'm not laughing at Wicked. I'm laughing at fucking
Yeah.
RBW.
Yeah. Those are the days. Bro. But anyways, yeah. Actually, there's one backyard wrestling that I think would actually be better than VBW somewhat, which is KBW.
KBW, dude. Cage
Yeah,
is in AEW now. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember literally seeing him and Sammy Guevara, bro, wrestle in the backyard. Just seeing them go from that, literally watching it in real time from that, just growing up with them, all the way to where they are now, bro. Going from trampoline wrestling, KBW, to friggin' AEW.
Dude, scary.
Fuego del- It just goes to show you anything's possible.
I don't know. I think ESW and even VBW is better than KBW. KBW was like just the first big backyard wrestling.
Yeah, I'm a
channel, I
little
guess.
I'm a little bit biased because that's literally the one I grew like. I'm pretty sure it first came across and like fell in love with. I guess. you could
Really?
say.
No, the first one that I watched was they're called APW now, but HBTW with Chris Payne, Jason Walker. Dude, those guys.
Oh yeah, that and KBW were the first two I watched. I'm pretty sure because I remember HBTW. I remember Chris. Was it Chris? What?
Yeah,
What's
Chris
his name?
Payne.
Chris Payne. Yeah, I remember they had like. I just remember that. I remember it being summer watching that, but yeah.
I like them because they had a friggin' square trampoline. I never seen that before, and I always wanted one.
Yeah. What's the one dude? Jason Walker with the mask.
Yeah, Jason Walker.
Dude, yes, that was the second one I'd go to. Then I remember watching a little bit of ESW, like what's the one match called, like the death match or something? It was like they're surrounded by objects or something.
I can't remember.
CHW, I watched that too.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, that was a long ass time ago.
They literally have the most creative match types, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to probably wrap it up for the podcast today. We are not talking about anything. This is basically turned into a backyard wrestling podcast. But but to be honest, what do you expect? We didn't watch barely any wrestling this week, but
from SummerSlam 2015 to freaking ESW.
I honestly don't know how often we're gonna do these podcasts, but when we do deliver the next one, if we do, we'll have stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we'll actually watch Raw. We'll take notes.
Yeah.
And SmackDown and Dynamite and whatever else is on.
Yes. And yeah, let us know in the comments down below what you think of the current wrestling world, I guess you could say, that you are witnessing. And if you made it this far, leave a like, comment down below, and say, I have made it this far. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this day's podcast.
What?
This day's podcast. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we are out.